The Toyota RAV4 is the biggest selling model from Australia's biggest selling brand, which makes this new 6th generation RAV4 incredibly important. Now, it's not on sale until the first half of 2026, but we've had a chance to go over this pre-production prototype and also even take it for a brief drive. So come with us now and let's check it out. So, the first and most obvious change to the new RAV4 is the front end. Aggressive C-shaped LED headlamps and a new front look here. But as you come around the side, it gets more familiar. Sure, there's some changes to the body panels, but this glasshouse is exactly the same as before. And there's a very good reason for that. This new RAV4 is not all new. It's actually a major facelift of what has come before. In fact, it rolls on the very same platform as the previous RAV4. The evolution continues under the bonnet, where the new RAV4 has plugless front and all-wheel drive hybrid powertrains. Now, there is a plug-in hybrid coming as well, but that's not till later in the year. So we continue with this 2.5 litre petrol-based hybrid setup. Note though, power does drop considerably because of the need to comply with new emissions regulations. If it's evolution, not revolution outside, then there's more change inside the new RAV4. Okay, because the platform is carryover, fundamental dimensions stay the same except for a small increase in boot space. But in terms of tech, this car's all new. The RAV4 also debuts Toyota's new Arene operating software. So we're talking about things like these dual digital screens, the number of services that are provided and the speed at which they're delivered. The RAV4 also, for the first time, gets a head-up driver display. There's some new hardware too. The seats are redesigned, there's a spacious new centre console, hard buttons for key services are retained, and check this out, the lid for the centre bin can be pulled out, flipped over and turned into a hard cover tray, helpful for your next Macca's meal. Okay, let's go to the back seat, and as you can probably hear, I'm the one in the dry here while the guys are filming out in the rain. Sorry guys, but what I can tell you is that it is very familiar in here. It is tight for a taller person behind a driver, 6 foot to 6 foot, and that's just like the old RAV4. It always has been one of the less generous medium SUVs when it comes to rear seat space, and when you're operating with the same platform, wheelbase and so on, you're going to get the same result. So what's this package of major and minor changes actually worth? Well, Toyota hasn't mucked around. Prices rise up to 11% for the hybrids, and the new plug-ins are going to top out over $70,000, including on-road costs. Wow, that's a hit, and even with the price rises, Toyota reckons this thing could be Australia's biggest seller in 2026. Right, now to the driving. We got behind the wheel of both front and all-wheel drive hybrids at the Anglesey Proving Ground for this exercise, and helpfully Toyota provided a 5th generation RAV4 Cruiser as a comparison. And got to be honest, this new car doesn't do anything especially different to the old one. It feels a frag slower when accelerating, but still in the same ballpark. And on its bigger 20-inch rubber, the Cruiser we sampled generated more tyre noise on coarser surfaces. The bigger tyres also seem to deliver a slightly more aggressive ride posture, yet on 18s an Edge all-wheel drive felt planted and smooth on a rough gravel test ride. Overall, it's a very familiar experience. These are cars clearly from the same family. The big difference is the new exterior front end and interior look from behind the steering wheel. Which means the Toyota RAV4 is very likely to maintain a substantial following in the sales market. Look, at this first controlled taste, it seems like Toyota has taken no risk with this car. It makes no real breakthroughs compared to its predecessor. You've really got to ask the question, has Toyota done enough? I guess with so many brands flooding the market with so many cheap alternatives, we're going to find out in 2026.